Okay guys, so this is your bell work for today. Because we have the Math 8 test later on, I thought it would be a good opportunity to go over some last minute things when it comes to solving equations. So you have 3 equations, A, B, and C. There are a variety of different skills on here, so go ahead, take a couple minutes, really try to do these on your own, see what kind of answers you get, and then we can go over them together. Okay, so before we even start solving these, I'd like to go over the 4 basic steps when it comes to solving equations. So the first step is looking for a distribution. Do that first if you can. Second is combining like terms. Third is having variables on both sides. And then fourth is just solving like normal. Okay. So as you go through these problems, and as you go through any problem when you're just told to solve or solve for a variable, what you want to do is just work your way through these steps, simplifying everything that you can until you get the variable all alone. That's the ultimate goal. So on the first one, this is actually one of those weird examples we struggle with because it's a little different from our normal solve. We don't have any distribution, we don't have any combining like terms, we don't have variables on both sides, but we do have a fraction that is the entire left side of the equal sign. So when that happens, this is an example where you want to clear the denominator. It's just going to make things a little bit easier because x plus 3 will be all alone and we don't have to deal with fractions anymore. So you'll get x plus 3 equals 5 times 4, which is 20. Again, we multiplied both sides by 4 to undo the division by 4 we had going on. And then all I have to do is subtract 3 from both sides to get my x value, which is 17. So again, if that's something you struggled with, you're welcome to rewind the video, watch it again. But we just undid division by 4 by multiplying both sides by 4. And then we had to undo addition of 3 by subtracting 3 from both sides. On the second example, we're going to want to use all 4 steps again. There is not any distribution, but there are like terms. On the left side, I have 2 things that have x's in them. So this might be a good example where I draw a line through. So I have 3x and 8x, and then I have 4x minus 3 on the other, or minus 3x on the other side. So 3x, and then I have plus 8x. Again, the sign in front of the 8x is going to be the operation we use. The negative goes with the 5, or the subtraction goes with the 5. So I get 11x minus 5 equals 14x minus 3x gives me 11x as well. All right, now we have variables on both sides, so what I want to do is get rid of the smaller variable. Since they're the same size, it doesn't matter which one I try to move, they will actually both go away. So on the left side of the equal sign, I have negative 5. On the right side, I had 11x, I took all 11x away, so I just have 0 left. Now this is a place you should stop and you should say, well, I don't have any variables. Okay, this is kind of a weird equation, negative 5 equals 0. Maybe this is a special case. Is it always true? Is it never true? Well, in my experience and the experience of the rest of the universe, negative 5 does not ever equal 0. So since it's never true, the answer is no solution. So that's a special case. Again, those can kind of creep up out of nowhere, so you have to be aware of them. All right, on C. This is a 2-step equation similar to what we did at the beginning of the unit. I find that when I give you guys harder ones and then I give you one that just has 2 steps, sometimes we seem to forget everything we've done before. So again, look for distribution. There aren't any parentheses I have to worry about. Then we're going to look for combining like terms. That means you want to look at the left side of the equal sign, see if you can do anything. Look at the right side of the equal sign, see if you can do anything, and we can't. So now we are looking for variables on both sides. I do not have them. Now we can move the 7 to the other side because, again, that is what is farthest from the x. That is going to be the thing that's easiest to move. I get 2x equals 17. And now I'm going to undo multiplication of 2 by dividing both sides by 2. I get x equals either 8.5 or 17 halves if you left it as a fraction. I'm cool with either one. I actually prefer the fraction. So that's your bell work. Again, if you're struggling with any of those, rewind the video, go back, listen to my explanations, see if we can get a little bit more clarity on that. There's definitely no rush on this. and then go ahead, grab your graph of the week worksheet, and you're going to go on to the next video.